morning, little man. Good snooze? Yes, 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 yes.
Good morning and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to take you through another full day of eating and training. First thing first, it is 6:30. I have myself a black coffee and a bowl of oats, 100 grams of oats with some hot chocolate, 2 scoops of whey and a banana. I'm going to eat this and then just before 7 I'm going to set off for a 100-kilometre ride. Lovely, lovely day. It's been amazing weather all week, so really looking forward to this actually. Hoping it's going to be quiet roads, but who knows? The UK seems to have lost the plot a little bit in terms of obeying lockdown rules, but win some, lose some. Before I eat this, I thought I'd show you what I'm taking on my ride with me. It'll be just over 3 hours because 100k should take me that long at a steady pace. All I'm taking is a Nature Valley bar, 2 gels in case I need them, but I probably won't, to be fair. That's probably going to be the only thing that I eat. And then just to keep me going, electrolytes and carbs by Awesome Supplements. So this is my go-to electrolyte supplement really that I use all the time for any endurance stuff. Other than that, I'm going to eat this and then get to work. So, like last time, I will be putting the calories and the macros of everything that I eat on the screen somewhere. And funnily enough, in the past 2 weeks, my approach to nutrition has not changed. So my baseline is still 2,800 calories per day, and I will then eat back 85 to 90% of the calories that I burn on any cardiovascular exercise. So 100 kilometers on the bike should give me quite a lot of extra calories to play with, which could lead to quite a big day of eating. I should also say, if you do enjoy the video at any stage, please do make sure you've dropped a like and have subscribed down below. And if you have any questions at all, please do just drop them in the comments. See you on the bike. Sure if you're going to be able to hear me, but there is an absolutely savage headwind, so the first half of this ride is going to be brutal, but it means my negative split will probably be quite severe. Just under an hour in and I'm in a bit of a bad mood because first puncture in a very, very long time, and I was just really enjoying being tucked into an aero position, so I'll get this sorted and get cracking. See how long this takes.
One hour later.
Job done. It just took me ages to get that last bit over the tyre. Been a while since I've changed any punctures at all, so re-baptism by fire. All good to go. Gonna get rid of that tube and then back to work. Only over 20k in, so had I not been able to fix that, that would have really set me back for the rest of the day. Again, don't know how well you can hear me because of the wind, but we're finally out into sort of back country roads, which is much more pleasant than main roads because the roads were quite busy today. So head down, get to the halfway point. Just stopped for my first bit of food. Gonna have one of these gels. All right, just before halfway, I'm only gonna do 90k today, just half iron distance, just because the pressure in my back tire isn't 100% and I don't have any more CO2 and the hand pump isn't gonna be able to get it to the PSI I need it to be. That has been an absolutely brutal headwind the whole way here. 44k done, basically end of this road and then right, and then in theory, I've got a tailwind the whole way home. So fingers crossed, let's see, because this has been a very, very slow first half. We have a tailwind, so I've just boxed off another 15k there, pretty speedy. Just gonna stop gas station. Where am I from? America or Britain? Petrol station. And restock on water. I'm also gonna have that Nature Valley bar that I showed you earlier, and that'll probably be all the food that I have on this ride. I've got another sachet of carbs and electrolytes, which I'll top up my water bottle with.
What a moron.
Can I just get a iced vanilla latte, please? And what brownies have you got at the moment? Salted caramel, please. All right, lovely morning. So, very good, very good. I will put the data up on the screen somewhere. Basically, just over 50 miles. I got close to a little town called West Kirby, and I just started thinking about iced coffee and thought, I want one. So I cut myself about 8k short, but just shy of an iron distance ride. Felt pretty good. Very hot now, actually. So black was a terrible decision. Nice one. Anyway, whenever I come in from long bike rides, first thing I'll always do just before I go upstairs and shower is have a smoothie. Variation on a theme of what I've just put in there. I'll always make sure I get some sort of green vegetables. Adding spinach to smoothies doesn't really add any flavour whatsoever. It's just a good way of getting some micronutrients in. Then I'll make sure that I top up my electrolytes and sip on them throughout the rest of the day. Pretty slow going, to be honest. I didn't have fun with the puncture. The headwind was pretty grim as well, but the aim of that ride was just to get some time in the legs and just time in the saddle. Set 100k as a target, but iced coffee was cool. All in all, lovely morning. So I'm going to put my bike away, get it cleaned, and then head upstairs to shower. Then once I've done that, back downstairs to make myself a delicious treat, which will probably, all things considered, be gone by this time tomorrow. So, see you shortly.
Do you want to know how to make this delicious Lotus Biscuit protein cheesecake? Of course you do, so let me run you through it. We start with all the ingredients you can see on the screen here, and then you tune in later in the week when I upload the full recipe. Gotcha.
Oh yeah. Alright, just before 4 PM, quite a late lunch. I've got 2 leftover chicken thigh from last night, and mayo and sweet corn wraps with some light cheddar. Put the calories and the macros on the screen here. Going to eat these and look forward to my Lotus Biscuit protein cheesecake this evening. I honestly cannot wait. Solid. Ooh, looking good. You'll leave it for a little while. Better safe than sorry. Nice day after all, so 132 calories. Cheers. Don't normally make too much room for any liquid calories other than recovery stuff like that smoothie after my ride. Generally, I prefer to consume them as I'm quite hungry a lot of the time. But on big training days like today, I can normally get by without feeling too starving for too much of the time. Should mention, by the way, if you want any more sort of detailed information on how I approach nutrition in general terms, then you're best heading back to my video from 2 weekends ago. Other than that, I'm hoping that this video gives you enough of an insight on how I approach things day to day for a bit more understanding. But again, if you do want more detail, head to that video. Okay, so funny story and a bit of an admission. I have a Domino's on the way. My parents had planned a fairly sizable barbecue, however it is now just past 9 PM and they've sadly realised that they forgot to take a few key elements out of the freezer, so there is a burger and a bit of brisket each, but as I've got about 2,000 calories plus to play with, I've ordered a pizza as well because it's so late and I just want a big meal and then to go to bed. So got chicken feast pizza on the way, gonna have a burger beforehand. Gonna be a pretty good day all in all, I think, but not the best example of a really well balanced nutritious diet, but it's a good example of a cheesecake, so swings and roundabouts. Not really sure how to do this. An excellent starter. Just to reiterate, this wasn't the plan, but I'm going to enjoy it. Cheers. Last bit of food for the day, one slice of the Lotus Biscuit cheesecake, which I will be putting on YouTube as a recipe for you in the very near future. I've already heard from 2 sources that it's delicious, so you can take my word for it, it bangs. Just going to jump in here quickly and explain what I tend to do when I find myself in the situation that I'm currently in, which is having overeaten by some margin. So, I mean, it can happen to the best of us, whether it's change of circumstances, change of plans, just wanting to, whatever it is, it can happen. So I will try to balance out any overeating or undereating the following day. What's the next best thing to one day in the grand scheme of things? 2 days. So I overate yesterday by 500 calories, which means I will undereat today by 500 calories. So 2,800 minus 500 equals 2,300, which will be what I consume today as this is a rest day. And that tends to be how I balance things out if I ever find myself in a situation where I've strayed too far away from the range that I set myself. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Not exactly the most traditional day of nutrition, as things went a little bit haywire towards the end there, but I had fun. I hope you've had fun. If you have, please make sure you've given it a like and have subscribed below. Any questions, queries, etc., bang them in the comments. Other than that, look forward to seeing you next time, and thank you again for watching. Adios.